UCLA can take the lead.
I can't remember the last time UCLA got a layup in transition.
Well, they're not going to get one here. The charge taken by Wright.
I think Michigan's done a great job controlling the speed and quickness, not allowing Collison to go coast to coast and get some layups.
That foul on Ship, his third.
You know, Ben Holland told me it's going to be a tough battle right now. He was very honest with me when I asked him. I said, is this team as good as last year? Can it be as good as last year? He said, Dick, let's be real. We lost Westbrook. We lost Love. We lost Luke Rashad Amute to the NBA. How can we possibly be better right now? We don't have those kind of players.
Well, they're getting all they can handle from an improving Michigan Wolverines team.
Now, will they eventually be a good team? Yes. Those freshmen will get better and better with experience.
Manny Harris a little bit out of control, right into the teeth of the defense, called for the charge.
And as I said earlier, I think they're going to win their share of games because I don't believe the Pac-10 from top to bottom is as strong as it's been in the past.
Harris will sit down for a moment. C.J. Lee coming into the game for more on Manny Harris. Back to Dorsberg.
Well, that was one key area that John Beilein worked with him on in the offseason. Every day, either in practice or every game, he had at least one charge. They're working very hard on his decision-making. Guys, not there yet.
Aboya on the inside. UCLA back on top.
Aboya's got to be a little more active inside. They need point production out of guys like Aboya and Keith. Their baseline's got to start giving them some points. I love their defense, though. I'll tell you one thing. They are consistent defensively. They challenge on every shot.
Who's the scorer with Harris on the bench? Another offensive foul. This one away from the ball.
Danger time right now for Michigan. I think it's a danger period here.
Meanwhile, last time down, good position and a nice soft touch on the jump hook by Alfred Aboya. We have a timeout on the floor, taken by Michigan with 4:38 to go. A 1-point lead for UCLA, and a chance for us to remind you the NBA on ESPN continues tomorrow night with a doubleheader. It begins at 7 Eastern. Houston is in Washington to take on the Wizards, and then Chris Paul and the Hornets are in Oklahoma City, their former home from a couple of years back, to meet up with the Thunder. NBA Friday on ESPN, also available on ESPN360.com. Two of the great young stars in the NBA.
Well, I remember on draft night screaming and yelling that Atlanta made a major mistake not taking Chris Paul. I know people remind you when you're wrong, but they never remind you when you're right. And I will tell you, he's special, and so is Durant. Durant just doesn't have enough help around with him. I like Houston. I think when Houston gets Shane Battier to give another defensive player with Artest, I think Ron Artest has done a great job defensively. He can guard perimeter players. Battier can guard wing players and play so hard. Yeah, I think they got a chance, Tracy McGrady, to have a heck of a year.
Got a lot of talent. UCLA leading by 1 with the ball, 4.5 to go. The winner to get Duke in the championship game tomorrow night.
You know, if they go to the Final Four for the 4th time in a row, that'll be the 4th school ever achieved that. UCLA, Cincinnati, and Duke did it.
Aboya. Driving by Gibson, doesn't get the finish, got it back. And a foul on Gibson, I believe, as both big guys tumble to the floor.
When you think about it, all the basketballs are played, if they go to the Final Four, it'll be the 4th time that a school has gone to the Final Four 4 consecutive years. UCLA did it 10 years in a row. That's unheard of.
Incredible?
Cincinnati went 5 from 59 to 63, and then Duke went 5 from 88 to 92.
To the line goes Aboya. 2 shots.
Free throw shooting becomes now big as you get into winning time. You get down the stretch of a game, you got to convert on that free throw line. Hey, what about a salute right now? Let's change. I want to give you a little salute out. You ready for this? Mercer Bears, they've beaten Auburn and Alabama at their places. Bob Hoffman, in his first year, has to get a salute as the coach of the week. I mean, beating the likes of unbelievable Alabama and Auburn. Mercer, wow.
1 of 2 for Aboya. The Bruins up by 2. Got to hand it to the Wolverines. They have not appeared at any point tonight, Dick, to have lost their poise. Exactly what I was going to say. They haven't panicked. They're still running their stuff.
I can read you like a book after working with you several years.
Frightens me.
I tell you what, they need a big shot here in a possession because I think UCLA is starting to take charge a little bit here. The winning mentality.
Tough break for Douglas.